The next question that I have is, I'd like to hear about Microsoft Planner. So Microsoft Planner is actually only 1 year old. So welcome, Trina. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad to have you here on the call. Trina is an organizational leader based in South Carolina, and I'm thrilled that you're here. Thanks for joining me for Ask Your CFO. Microsoft Planner is only about 1 year old, and in essence, it's an online to-do list for teams. One of the cool things about Microsoft Planner is that it's fully integrated into Office 365. And what that means in this context is that if you attach a document to a task in your to-do list, that document is automatically stored. Even if it was on your local computer, it gets automatically stored in SharePoint, which is a great place to store your documents and to organize them. Instead of having them on your local computer. We can have a totally separate question if anybody wants to know why you should store something online instead of on your local machine. If anybody wants to know the answer to that, send it in and we'll address that. Another thing is that, on the flip side, if you first file a document in Office 365, then you can link it to the task. And anyone, you or someone on your team that has been assigned that task, can merely click on that link, have the document open up. Massive time savings, and one of the things that I love about it, you don't end up in wasted time, headaches, and red tape coming from different versions. One of the things that I can't stand is waste. Wherever waste shows up, it puts my spirit on fire to have waste. And if I have to waste time going, gosh, we have 2 versions of the document, one that's online and one that's locally stored, and which one's the real one, which one's the most up-to-date one? And worst case scenario, if they've each been updated by different people in different ways, what a headache. If I'm wasting resources and time, I'm not making a difference in the world. I need to take what's in here and get it out into the world, and I'm not going to do that if I'm diddling around trying to figure out which files I'm supposed to be opening so I can do a task, right? And is this message landing? Right? So I know I'm not alone in that, and that's one of the great advantages of Microsoft Planner, even over systems like Asana, which is also an online to-do list for teams. But Asana does not have an integration with Office 365. So if a file is attached to a task in Asana, that's helpful. It saves me time. Thank you. I can take this and do what I need to with it. But it's not stored so my team can also access it. It's not also stored in a common established place. Oh, great feedback, Nancy. Thank you. Nancy uses Microsoft Planner in her own law practice. Yeah, that's a good point. Microsoft Planner is their answer to Trello. I'm glad you also benefit from having the documents attached, where you can have, exactly, the most up-to-date version, that it's in SharePoint, and it's also extractable or accessible is a better term from Microsoft Planner. There's a downside to Planner as compared to Asana that I'd like you to know about, because for me it makes a profound difference in the scalability of my own company and our clients. We don't have to, it's wasteful, it can be wasteful to have to reinvent or make another process over and over again for a repeating task or a repeating procedure. So if I say close the books, which is something that we do monthly, or in our case, we actually do that much more frequently for our clients. There's a set repeatable process on how to do that. There may be some wild cards, if this, then that, or this is different this month. But there's a repeatable process for how to do that. It's a waste of time to have to type that in, here's your checklist, to have somebody on your team do that every single time. Or remind yourself of it so you don't skip steps, or so you can do it better when you're tired. You have a little technology supporting you, right? That information. Whereas Asana has an auto-regenerating recurring task, which includes that checklist that you create. Microsoft Planner doesn't. My hope is that since the technology is only 1 year old, it's really literally 1 year and 1 week old, I'm hoping that with the fact that it's included in Office 365, I'm hoping that it'll have more widespread adoption, and And as such, I'm hoping that the technology, like most popular apps, will continue to evolve. In the meantime, everybody who's watching this video, post a message to Microsoft. Automatic, auto-regenerating recurring tasks. That's what we need. That's what we need from Microsoft Planner. Great thoughts, Nancy. Thank you so much for writing those in. She shares, yeah, Microsoft in business. We need ways to create recurring tasks or projects. Good point in Planner. Exactly. Even if we can't have an auto-regenerating recurring task, at least if we can copy one and then maybe just edit it, or, if the previous one was complete, we mark this one as not complete. Even that would be a huge time saver. So I'm still working for a good workaround on that. What I'm thinking is that I might have a checklist and attach it as a document to the task. And then so have that checklist be something that's easily attachable to a task. Probably have the checklist in Excel because, frankly, Excel is my happy place. It's so easy to check off things there. Not the only way, though. I'll acknowledge that for my Word lovers out there and my lovers of other technologies. But that's what I'm currently considering for a workaround, because we're using it. A client has asked us to use Microsoft Planner instead of Asana, and so we're jumping in and we're finding all the features and workarounds for any feature that it doesn't have. So thank you so much for writing that in. I want to add here that this touches on something much greater than just a piece of technology. If you're looking to scale your business, if you're looking to scale your life, you can't keep all this stuff in your head. And I don't say the phrase "you can't" very frequently. What I mean by that is, if you want to make the difference that you want to make, it's got to be bigger than you. Right? You know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, show me some likes and loves here. It's got to be bigger than you if you want to make a bigger difference in the world. And that means having people working on something with you. And that means communicating with them. And that means enjoying being accountable to them and having them be accountable to you. Yes, I saw some likes go for having a bigger life, having a bigger business. For practical terms, if your business is going to scale, you can't keep it all in your head, right? I mean, let me put it this way. I can't keep it all in my head for my business to scale. And I love it when I see that in Microsoft Planner or in Asana, hey, Jessie, welcome. Jessie's a fellow CPA. Welcome. I love it when I wake up and I see that my team has done tasks. First of all, it's like a miracle to me. Not that they've done something, they're amazing. It's just the fact that my business is beyond me. Clients are getting results while I'm sleeping. Clients are getting results while I'm traveling. Things are happening, and if someone has a question, and this is a great example of an advantage of something like Microsoft Planner, all of the conversation about a particular task is all in one place. No more searching through emails, going, oh, what was the answer to this question? You click on that task, and everyone's comments, like a Facebook feed, have been posted to a single task. They're all there. They're all in one place. Welcome, Latanya. I'm so glad you're here. Latanya is a board member on the Minority Scholarship Foundation. It's through that common post that the two of us met. I'm so glad that you're here, Latanya. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see, Nancy has something to say. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Right? Yes, exactly. It's about impact and scaling go hand in hand, and why shouldn't you have the technology to help you do that so you don't have to keep it all in your head, so you can be accountable to the people in whose lives you're making a difference, and vice versa. Welcome, Paula. Paula is an amazing bookkeeper. She's based in Michigan, and I'm so honored that she's chosen to join our team for some client collaboration. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So that's what I have to share so far about Microsoft Planner. As always, you are more than welcome to send me comments and questions on that and on related pieces of technology that help us be incredibly successful in small business and not-for-profit organizations.